Bill Sigline from CISO Executive Network, and just giving sponsors and potential sponsors an update on our second series of the year. The focus in that series is on zero trust architectures and strategies. And the truth is, zero trust is so much more than just a marketing buzzword. In fact, it's made its language into some regulatory findings this year. We're starting to see some regulatory agencies use that term. So it's no longer sort of a joke. It's not just marketing buzz phrases. It's real, and CISOs are taking it very seriously. I know our members are. The truth is, some of our members hate the term zero trust. They don't like using it in front of senior management. They call it something different, but the term has come up enough. And the fact is they agree with most of the principles. And the truth is most are using those kinds of principles. They've just not called it zero trust in the past, but they're serious about it. And so the key components of zero trust that we keep hearing from our members, and believe me, there's many more than these 5 that I'll touch on, but these are areas that seem to come to the surface quite a bit. Speaking of surface, attack surface, right? Members are working on attack surface management, which is really a lot more than just vulnerability scanning these days. It's key to most members. It's high priority. Bottom line is it's sort of like the CIS 18's #1 principle, know your assets. Same thing here is know your attack surface, because the bad guy knows it even better than you do. So attack surface management is key. Identity and identity-centric security controls will always be a central part of zero trust. No matter what you do, if you're not identifying the human and non-human elements on your network and on your servers, on your applications, you have no zero trust. And even the move to passwordless falls into this category. Another component is contextualized data access, right? Policy-driven data access management. This is happening more and more as we move things to the cloud, but people need to understand that it's not just identity that we're using to decide about access. We're looking at time of day, we're looking at location, we're looking at amounts of data requested, activity, and sort of user behavioral based sorts of things. So that's another component of zero trust members talk about. The other component is real-time incident response, right? Making your security program more proactive. Matter of fact, it's a series we're in right now. I'm talking about this. So if you're SOC and whoever you're teamed with, perhaps that's an MDR or an MSSP, that is a component where you need to be very quick with your response so that the bad thing can be stopped along the kill chain much further to the left. The last component we hear come up a little bit, we don't cover it a lot because it's super technical and nerdy, but network segmentation is certainly a component of zero trust. Compartmentalizing the network, much like a boat has compartments. If it's taking on water, you can seal off one section and the water stays there, right? Same thing in the network. We don't want the bad guy moving across the network. We sort of stop that through network segmentation. So those are just 5 principles. There's so many more than that. But those are the ones that we know will surface, and many more will as well in that series. If you have solutions anywhere in that space and zero trust is something, a message you're trying to get out, Series 2 is probably the series for you. I'd love to talk to you about doing a handful of cities or do them all, 28, 29, might be 30 cities by then. Anyway, get a hold of us. Carson and I would be happy to get on the phone and tell you more about that series. Thanks, guys.